Hi, it's Joy and today I'm going to be watching Stranger Things, Season 4, Episode 8, Popper, the second half. Let's go, let's not wait any longer. I cannot lie, I love Steve and Nancy together. They have so much chemistry, they just work. I think if it hadn't been for Barb's death, or if Barb had died on a night that had nothing to do with Steve, not blaming Barb, but like if that incident hadn't happened on the night that was to do with Steve, I think they probably would have found a way to stay together. Or if Nancy had just had a crush on him until he became the person he is today, she would have just got with him. Now, I don't dislike her with Jonathan, but something that rewatching the whole show altogether in one go really reminded me was just how much I did like Nancy and Steve together, more than I like Nancy with Jonathan. But what I do hope is that Nancy and Jonathan get a chance to survive, for one thing, and Steve, to talk somehow, and to agree that maybe it was time they were going their separate ways or whatever, rather than it being kind of like what happened when Nancy got with Jonathan, which was she and Steve were kind of at an obvious end, but they didn't actually end until she'd already been with Jonathan, and it was kind of like, it's not cheating really, but it also was just kind of a bit of a shitty way to do it.
Yeah,
I just love their connection regardless.
It's silly, but I just had this dream that I'd have this really big family. I'm talking like
Oh, Steve.
It's like 5, 6 kids.
6?
Yeah, 6 little nuggets. 3 girls, 3 boys. And every summer.
Oh, I don't like this. Talking about futures frightens the fuck out of me.
You know, the Rockies.
That's so sweet, and I'm so stressed right now. Don't talk about the future like this, because that means you're not getting one, but you are. Touch wood.
Beachside town in Cal.
That sounds nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Except for the 6 kid part, that sounds like a total nightmare.
If only I had some practice.
Alright, fair.
Steve and Nancy both deserve to be happy, together or apart. I don't mind.
I'll just run in the opposite direction. Run to the light.
Max.
And maybe you won't be able to find me there. I just need to
She'll be more prepared this time.
find a happy memory.
Oh,
and
please, please, please work.
Was I there?
It's presumptuous of you.
Oh, the callback.
But yeah. Yeah, you might have been there.
I mean, this lot have absolutely zero idea that any of the Hawkins stuff is happening.
She just did little tune-up.
Then hurry up. Oh, Lord. USA.
What are
Oh.
you gonna do, Robin? Just stand here and gawk at her?
Shut up.
But why is she in this shot? That probably means she's not the best person.
Whoa.
It keeps you in line.
Oh, Robin. Is she just fitting in? Or she could be bi? Or...
Robin.
Oh no.
Thank you.
We have half of the people he's hunting here.
Hey, brother,
Fuck.
he here with you by chance?
Oh Lord.
What the hell is taking them so long?
Stay here. How did we get away? Fucking hell, this is the last thing we need. Look, I get that you're grieving, but you're also being a shit.
You shed any signs of life.
Mhm.
Right?
Car tracks?
Well,
Military. We gotta go.
Congratulations, Argyle. Oh no, does that mean the military? Fuck, the bad military. I was thinking like good military, but the bad military's coming. All of this to kill a child that saved the world more time than you have done a good thing in your life.
I wouldn't do it if I didn't.
I'm so stressed.
You can't leave 11.
Fuck off, you piece of shit. Abusive, manipulative, controlling piece of shit.
Change of heart.
Lord Almighty.
You wish to go to him, and they will kill him.
This is our bullshit piece of shit, Papa.
Going to complete our work together.
They have no work together.
Already,
Then you make the right choices.
I try.
Did you make the right choice with Mama?
450.
Mm-hmm.
A prison.
I'm so proud of Elle that she gets to stand up to him.
For your own good. For your
You
own
die in a hole.
And Henry in that lab. With the children. Was that for our good?
Exactly.
Right choice.
Exactly.
what Henry would do.
You knew what he'd already done.
I loved you. I loved all of you.
Fuck off.
Henry.
Henry, to understand.
You
him,
tortured
yes,
and experimented on these
I
babies.
cared for him.
And psychopaths.
What- Was I looking for him for Henry?
No.
Liar.
You focused on the Soviet. And now you are angry with yourself and you're taking your anger out on me and you're risking everything.
You caused everything. Yes.
You have risked everything. So many dead. All because of you. Because
Yes.
You could not stop. You could not let him go. I
Tell
needed
him.
to try and understand who I was.
Baby, I'm proud of you.
To see if I was the monster.
You're not. You are the furthest thing from the monster. He is the monster.
You are the monster.
So proud of you, baby. I'm so proud of you, 11, though I'm very frightened because of what the military are here for. Fucking hell, this piece of shit. He is the monster. Sweetheart. Why didn't you put a bow on her for the military, you piece of shit? Oh god, I'm so scared the jocks are gonna come.
Hear me now.
Guys, we don't actually have time.
No more ready for battle. You get it? Son of a bitch.
Oh, I'm so scared for everyone here.
Never change.
Oh.
Henderson.
Plan on it.
I'm now convinced that he's dead.
Good.
The whistle when your shit
I'm so scared though. I'm picturing Jason and that lot coming in here, guns blazing. And there are so many people that could die.
Well, even though you're a bench riding loser, you're still my brother.
Oh.
Just the facts.
I mean, it just doesn't make sense.
Every heartwarming scene, I am now like convinced one of them is gonna die, one of them is gonna die, one of them is gonna die.
Not everything has a happy ending.
Yeah.
This story will do.
I have this terrible
No, shut up.
gnawing feeling.
Don't say it.
It might not work out for us this time.
Shut up.
You think we shouldn't be doing this?
I think we're mad fools, the lot of us.
I mean, there's no one else is doing anything.
But if we don't,
Oh,
we have to try.
I'm sick with nerves right now.
It's killing back now.
Slash Henry.
/1. For fuck's sake, this monster. Papa needs to be one of the characters that dies.
Found us.
Fuckity fuck.
They've come to kill you.
And take the collar off.
We found something you're gonna want to see.
It's Owens. So he can claim he was brought here against his will, right?
It's a girl.
Jesus Christ. This piece of work. It does not respect anybody's rights. They're all dead. That means there's a sniper out here. Which again, Papa, shoot him, riddle him with holes. Goodbye me. Fuck. Oh well, Elle, run. I know that you have a collar on, and I know that you are woozy. Oh no, I'm so sad. Elle, I love you. Oh my god. She's a 14-year-old girl. Oh my god. Come on, my loves.
Found you.
They're gonna view this as her aggression when she's just fucking saving her life, defending herself. They were bad, bad men trying to commit murder on an innocent child.
It's really you. It's me.
We need to leave though, let's move. Elle deserves whatever goodbye she needs.
I want you to know.
I don't care. But she
Proud of you.
doesn't matter.
So very proud.
She is better than you. Worth more than you ever could have imagined.
You are my family.
No, yeah.
Only ever wanted to help you.
Fuck off!
Bye, Papa.
She didn't lie. She didn't try and tell him a lie as he died, but she also wasn't needlessly cruel and angry. She just left him because she doesn't need him. She's more than him. She's better than him, and she's gonna go to her family. I'm so proud of you. You are wrong, you piece of shit. Good riddance.
If we don't, they are going to die.
Oh, I know.
Who's gonna die? Elle, who's gonna die?
Everyone. I'm so stressed. Like, each second that ticks by is a second aware we're getting closer to the awful, terrible, bad things that are going to happen. Oh, I'm concerned. I'm proud of them because they are ridiculously brave. And right now they are doing something, and they cannot, to try and save the whole world. And I'm so proud of them, but I'm so scared. Bless you all. Oh, bless them. I'm so proud of you, you're so brave. I'm so scared. Okay. This episode was amazing. From Vecna giving, I'm just going to call him Vecna for easy's sake. If they settle on a different name, I will switch, but just for now, he's just Vecna. From him giving Nancy the warning to try and scare them, pass it on to 11, he's obsessed with Elle and hurting Elle and getting to Elle. From that moment all the way through, I am so ridiculously proud of Elle. She stood up for what she believed in, for her friends, for wanting to fight for them. I am thankful that Owens was like, okay, look, I know I've stood by while you've drugged her a few times, but this time we're giving her the choice. And of course Papa showed himself to be the manipulative, narcissistic, power-hungry. Like, he couldn't bear the idea that he was not in control of her. He couldn't bear the idea that it wasn't going to be the glorious victory attributed to Dr. Brenner. He is sick. The fact that he tortured all of these children and yet thinks they're his family. He was experimenting on those children. They were being kept in a lab. They were not family. Just messed up. But it was so brilliant to see her stand up to him the first time. And then it was so brilliant that when he was dying and, you know, he'd released the collar and he was doing the whole, you're my family and I'm so proud of you and I only ever wanted to protect you. I was worried Elle was gonna be like, I understand or something, because A, she's a child who he raised for a while. It's okay, like, it would have made sense if she was just like kind of trying to process everything. But I love the fact that they had her just take his hand, hold his hand for a second, just put it down, goodbye Papa, and just walk away. You know, she didn't lie and try and be like, oh, I do understand, as he died. She also didn't needlessly go, you're not my family. I did want her to say, you're not my family, or you're not my dad, or something like that, because, you know, she has a better family that has only ever been kind and has genuinely only ever wanted the best for her. But I love for the symbolic fact that she just did not respond to him begging her to understand. She wasn't needlessly cruel, she was just in control of herself, and she just said goodbye, put that behind her, and went back to her family. Absolutely everything. Will's scene to Mike where I think in a lot of ways, he was explaining a fair bit of how Elle feels, but it really came straight from the heart and from his heart, and we did see Jonathan noticing, so I hope Jonathan's going to bring that up with him at some point, as well as struggling. But Will is such a brilliant friend, and I really loved over these last few episodes seeing him and Mike really get their friendship to such a strong place. The only downside is that Will very much wants more than a friendship, and it's hard. It's very, very hard, especially when he's struggling, I guess, to come to terms with his own sexuality in general, because, you know, it's hard enough nowadays, unfortunately, let alone in the 80s. It shouldn't be. There is no reason for it to be, just a stupid society. And I just hope we get to see Will flourish by the end of this show. Ideally the end of the next episode, but season 5, alive and flourishing, please. Owens is obviously in trouble, but, you know, if I was him, I would have been like, thank God you're here. I was cat kidnapped by Brenner. The girl's fine, but he's inside, or something. I don't know. So obviously it's dangerous because I still feel like any moment something's going to be happening and the military is going to swoop in and shoot out or something. You know, that's what I'm terrified of. Similarly, the whole time they were on that grass, I was convinced Jason and the jocks were going to come in guns blazing to vigilante. I mean, the other jocks hopefully would be a little bit less gun hot, like shooting, because they're not quite as mentally unstable as he is currently, but they're very much in that male privilege, toxic masculinity, like, we're the best, we're gonna go fix this wrong. It's like, because, and again, he's grieving, I'll give him a little bit of slack, but only a little bit. I'm very concerned because obviously if they weren't gonna cause problems, we wouldn't have seen them. So very, very, very concerned about that and what that means and what's gonna happen. I'm glad it didn't happen in the last episode, but I was just expecting at any moment a bullet to just go flying, aimed at Eddie, and it could have hit anybody. Very chilling when they saw them in that shop. And the fact that shops like that exist, that you can just go in there and buy military surplus casually, is ludicrous. I'm so scared for these kids. You know, there were so many beautiful moments. I loved the moment between Erica and Lucas where she was like, you're my brother. It makes me doubly scared something's gonna happen to them. I loved Lucas and Max's moment. As I've said many times, I love Steve and Nancy together. I remember season 2 being like, from when I rewatched it, my feelings from season 2 came flooding back where I was like, I liked Jonathan and Nancy. I was never against them, but there was that part of me that was sad that there wasn't going to be Steve and Nancy, but we'll see. At the end of the day, I just want these characters to be alive and in each other's lives, and their romances can sort themselves out down the line. It doesn't matter, they can just be friends. But Steve and Nancy have a beautiful connection, however you look at it. Steve and Robin have a beautiful friendship. I think the way, I don't know her name, her crush was looking at Robin when she saw her, there's definitely a chance that she's dating because she's scared. You know, she doesn't feel like she can be honest about who she is. And, you know, throughout history, people who are gay have entered into straight relationships because they have to conform to society. Also, she could be bisexual and she could have had a thing for Robin, but Robin never made a move. She's not really going to make a move. It's safer to be with the guy. You know, we don't know everything there. And I think the fact that she kind of stared at Robin, she didn't kind of go, oh, hi, Robin. She kind of looked at her like, oh my God, Robin just saw that. Makes me think that definitely she is interested in Robin, I hope. And everyone's going to survive to be interested in each other. Eddie and Dustin. The fact that Eddie told Dustin to never change, I'm like getting more and more convinced Eddie's going to die. And there's the awful part of me that's like, well, if anyone has to die, last in, first out, which is horrible, but it is how I feel. Again, if I could write this, they would all survive, but I don't have that power. There were just so many beautiful scenes. And then in Russia, that is still the plotline that I am the least invested in just because it is so far removed from everything else. It hasn't been like totally awful. The last episode in particular, like episode 7, was brilliant. And this one was very much just getting the characters where they needed to go. Beautiful moments between Hopper and Joyce, of course. I love those moments, but I just wish they'd happened a few episodes ago and they were already back in America. Not sure how they're going to make it. That helicopter does not look like it will survive. I do not think any phone calls to Owens are going to make it through, but we will see. Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic show. Fantastic episode. I don't know if this was my most in-depth review, but that is largely because I know I have 2.5 hours to go and I'm very excited and very stressed. So a reminder that you can find the unedited version of this reaction on my Patreon 2 weeks in advance, the edited version 1 week in advance, so it is all up on my Patreon, whatever tier you want to go for. Unedited and edited is all up there right now, and thank you so much for watching.